Start by deciding which part of the turtle's neck will be thicker than the other one. Remember that doesn't matter the shape of the turtle's neck, all turtles' necks have wrinkles, especially on the top and sometimes the bottom. Remember that turtles' necks are also very diverse, so sometimes you will have turtles' necks that are thicker on the head rather than the bottom. There are also turtles' necks that are thicker at the middle and thinner by the head and the bottom as well. It kind of reminds me to a bowling shape. And now let's talk about sizes, because shapes are not the only differences between turtles' necks. Just as there are turtles' necks with many different shapes, there are also turtles' necks with many different sizes, and they are all very valid. Small, big, average, thin, thick, they are all pretty because all turtles are very cute and fun. And that's how you draw different shapes and sizes of turtles' necks. I hope you had fun, and as you can see, it's pretty easy. As crazy as it sounds, there are people who like to scratch their corn dog with their feet before eating them. And even crazier it's to know there are people who want to draw that, but worry no more because I'm here to help you. Just as we do with the rest of human anatomy, let's simplify the feet using geometrical figures. And depending on the angle I'm drawing the feet, I like to use small ovals for the toes. And for the rest of the feet, I like to use rectangles. A lot of people are scared of drawing feet, even saying that they are harder than drawing hands, but worry no more because you are in good hands. In this next example, I'm not only gonna draw one foot scratching a corn dog, but 2 feet scratching a corn dog. And for this next example, I decided to not draw ovals when sketching the fingers, because sometimes I like to simplify a lot, but if you need to draw ovals when sketching the fingers, please feel free to do it. And remember that not all toes look the same. For example, sometimes the index toe is the largest one. And that's it. I hope you like it. Bye! Caterpillars are shy and slow bugs with a funny round head. When caterpillars are down, they tend to look pretty soft and squishy. But as caterpillars slowly get up, you will notice that their soft body slowly hardens. So when drawing a caterpillar slowly getting up, first focus on drawing the head. As you can see in my drawing sample, I simplified the caterpillar's head using an oval, and I simplified the rest of the body using curved lines. When you are drawing a caterpillar slowly getting up in a front angle, make sure that the head is the first thing that is pointing towards you. Remember, it doesn't matter how straight and up the caterpillar is, their head will always be pointing to you. Also keep in mind that when caterpillars get excited, they tend to salivate a lot. And as always, the more up they are, the more excited they are as well. When drawing the caterpillar saliva, only draw something white and slimy like any other bug saliva. It doesn't matter how skinny you are, skin always creates wrinkles when it falls. And this is especially true in the armpit zone. For example, when talking about female armpits, these have between 2 to 3 wrinkles when it falls. Also take into consideration that armpit skin is way thinner than other body parts. And because of its thinness, it's more common for it to have more wrinkles. And just as any other body part, female armpits can come in many different shapes and sizes. For example, here I'm drawing 2 types of female armpits, the thin one and the thicker one. I recommend you to draw the shadows after you draw the armpit to have a better idea which shapes the shadows are gonna take. And maybe you are gonna tell me, boo-boo, but what do you know about women? You only draw men. And first of all, shut up. I am a woman. I have female armpits. I know how things work. And lastly, remember to draw the highlights almost touching the wrinkles. And that's it. Pretty easy. Remember that the weight of the sandbags will spread all the way to the bottom and accumulate there, meaning that sandbags will be heavier at the bottom. And the heavier the sandbag is, the more difficult it will be to move. But sometimes when the person is running or jumping, they will slightly move, similar to how water balloons move. If the person is jumping or running very hard, the sandbags will replicate the move. And sometimes, if the sandbags are very big, when jumping or running, the tip of the sandbags can even touch the shoulders or the neck. But it all depends on how big and heavy the sandbags are. Personally, I really envy people who hold big sandbags because mine are not as big. And even if your back hurts, it's okay because I can suck up the pain. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and as you can see, it is very easy. Bye!